Hey friends, this is Josh over at Letcha Know Gaming, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm playing another new game. This one's called Sephiria. Sephiria is a top-down action RPG created by Team Hooray over in South Korea. They made a previous indie title called Dungry that seems like it was pretty successful, so they've been working on this one over the past couple years. It just ended out of early access. I didn't know that. I just found the game right as it was releasing, and so I wasn't a part of that whole early access thing. So to me, it's just a release game. For others that have played it before, they'll know more about it from the early access days of it. But as it stands as a 1.0 game right now, it's an amazingly addicting game. I've been playing it non-stop. I can't stop. It's such a simple, cool premise of you're a bunny in Bunnyville trying to fight off demons from destroying your little town. And every run is different. There's different skills that you get. There's different weapons. There's 6 of them that you can change between rounds. The rounds can last pretty long, 45-ish minutes, but you can save and quit at any time and hop back in, which is always nice. It is a roguelike, so when you die, and you will die, you get currency that you can spend on, like getting more health at the start of the run, having mana regen, having a different type of weapon, all these different little classic roguelike things. The gimmick here, and what's a major selling point of the game that I think is really awesome and weirdly scratches an itch, is the backpack. So every time you level up, you'll get a new skill, like a passive upgrade or an active ability that you place in your backpack, and each skill has a type. So there's a lake type, which is like mana regen, a precision type, which is crit, and so the more you get of that type, the higher passive buffs you get of that. What's interesting here is that you can level up each of these basically skills by putting augments, these tiles that you place in there that take up a space, and they'll give you +2 levels to a skill, 1 spot up and to the left. It'll give you -2 down 1 and to the right. Every one of these little artifacts will do positive and negatives in different ways. One of them, it'll be the whole row across is +1 and the whole row down is -1. So you can kind of see where there's this interesting mechanic of balancing your inventory and kind of playing around with it, because at the end of a 40-ish minute run, your backpack's completely filled and you'll get a new skill that's really good, but you got to figure out, okay, what can I remove? What can I place in? What do I need to sacrifice? It's a really fun little addition to this kind of formula that's been honestly perfected by the Hades games. So it's a nice little addition to that. The music is really great. It's just that simple, charming, almost JRPG music that you always hear in those games, especially in the town. And it picks up the pace as you're fighting the bosses. There's lots of unique bosses too that are fun to fight, lots of mobs. But there is a repetition to the game that after, many runs, you'll realize that it's not all samey, but a little bit of the same stuff. But Hades has the same issue. That's why there's so many unique skills, so many weapons. That's what gives you the new flavor. That's what gives you the seasoning to the game, on top of the inventory management. It's definitely a tougher game, but it's enjoyable, and over time you'll get better and better and get farther and farther in your runs. The graphics are really nice to look at. It's not hard to tell what's going on usually. Some of the mobs are super funny. There's cats that jump in the air and throw shurikens. It's a fun little game that I enjoy every aspect of the gameplay, the music, the art style. It all nails all 3 of those things. And Sephiria is one of these games that makes me think about gaming as a whole in 2026. It's so obvious that AAA gaming is on the downswing. These massive companies with huge amounts of staff creating these bloated, half-assed games, really just resting on the laurels of the previous devs at those companies 10, 15, 20 years ago. And with the rising costs of computers, 2026 to me is the year of the indie dev. Indie games are coming back to the golden era of video games, and we're all seeing what we all already knew. We just kind of forgot we were enthralled by the crazy graphics and the huge scale of games. But sometimes when you scale things back and make them a little bit more simpler, you can have a better product and a game that just tastes better. Every time I play a new indie game this year in 2026, almost all of them just hit. They're just so fun and they're just so good to play. So going over the verdict of this game with Sephiria, with the positives, the gameplay, addicting, excellent, very fast, very fun, just what we like to see in a roguelike game that's in that Hades vein. The other positive, which was a unique mechanic that I hope to see in more games, and I've loved in other games like Resident Evil, is the inventory management. You really kind of had to play Tetris in a way with how you wanted to use your skills and upgrade them and max them out. Lastly, the music is great. The art style is great. These indie games they're just hitting with the aesthetics of gaming right now. On the improvement side of things, I think some of the maps, it just gets a little boring seeing the same rotating maps. Eventually, you'll see everything there is to do in the game. And that's just one of the things about a roguelite, right? Like, The positives are the negatives of roguelite. It's a double-edged sword. But I just wanted to let you know that Sephiria is an amazing game, and it really got me thinking about gaming overall, and I hope that you guys give it a chance too. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.